What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Truck Series here on Fox Sports 1. We're at Las Vegas Motor Speedway getting ready to kick things off for a track that could possibly save the Speedway, or a race, excuse me, that could possibly save the Speedway in some capacity, as we've had some lackluster races here lately, and, well, this track has been on the chopping block for quite a while now. It was actually considered for removal from the schedule this season, but they decided to leave it on there, give it one more chance since we already chopped the schedule down a pretty good amount. So yeah, we're gonna try things one more time, and if it doesn't work, oh boy. Well, sorry. But if it does work, then it'll stay. So if you're a fan of Las Vegas, hope you really enjoy this race, and I hope this is a good one. If not, then I guess you'll be on the other side of that. Me personally, I don't like removing tracks from the schedule, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do when they're not bringing in that good paycheck. Justin Marks is your pole sitter as we take the green flag. We're racing from Las Vegas. Through turns 1 and 2 for the first time. These guys right on each other's bumpers, nose to tail, around the racetrack, checking up a little bit through the corners. At least on the inside line. The outside, not really rolling here. Looks like this is going to be a bottom lane dominant racetrack, which usually isn't a great sign, but it's also a pretty good sign. Oh boy, 3 wide. Might take us a second to get them rolling up top, but they're definitely going to try it. At least on these starts and restarts. You see the Ada Chad McCumbee left out the dry on the high side. They're 3 wide underneath them. Contact underneath them, I should say, as they're 3 wide through the corner. Up front, it's all Justin Marks. Justin Marks has just been the one to beat here so far this season. As you see, oh boy, Rick Crawford moves into second place. The 60 of Terry Cook running P3, and side by side for P4 so far. A little bit of 3 wide action back here as Johnny Benson was trying to figure out where to go. Now hops in behind the 40. Further back, we got some single file back here behind the double file lines in the middle of the field. But here comes Crawford and the 60 of Cook. Terry Cook, not Jeremiah Cook. Terry Cook running full-time this season in the number 60 truck. Ran full-time last season as well in the 59. Now moves up 1 number to the 60. Taking over the truck that Jack Sprague, or the number that Jack Sprague used to run. A little bit of almost contact heading down in a 1 and 2 as they had to let off the gas a little bit there. And here's the 40 of Chad Chapin all over the back bumper of Andy Lally. Lally is going to try and dive down to the bottom, shuts the door on a 20. That checks up the entire bottom lane as Scott Lagacy had to back off. He's got the 15 right on his back bumper, Martin Mitchell. Chad Chapin now up top. The 20 is going to slide up in front of him. Here comes the 15 diving in underneath that 20 truck with a push from the 18 of Setzer. Setzer is going to dive to the inside now, and side by side heading into 3 and 4. Up front, Terry Cook has now gotten up underneath that 14 truck side by side for second place. And Cook is going to clear him. It's the 11 as well. David Starr to the back bumper at that 60. And that Red Horse Racing number 11 Toyota Tundra truck. That nice white and blue and black. Side by side. Looks like the outside line starting to hold on a little bit better than it was before. As we're now 10 laps in to this 45 lap event. Further back. Oh man, these two are moving. Did not qualify well, trying to fight their way to the front of the field, and they're up behind the 33 of Ron Hornaday Jr. Hornaday parks the bus right in front of those two who are driving past everybody like they were sitting still, and now he's going to get a good push from the 30 truck. Dives to the inside of Brian Scott, side by side now through 1 and 2. He's going to clear that 16 truck. 33 also now on rails. The 16 of Scott moves down to get the draft. Here comes the 5. Oh boy, a little frame drop there. Whoops, sorry. Side by side up here as well. The 99 of Eric Darnell and the 18 of Dennis Setz are working together on the bottom, but don't have enough momentum to get ahead of that 8 of McCumbee. It's getting pretty spread out here now that we've been green for a little bit. That doesn't mean the racing hasn't been somewhat entertaining, because we have groups and packs and small little groups battling it out rather than cars just breaking away from everybody. And the top two, the battle for the lead is now heating up. So that'll be interesting as well. Crafton looked to the inside of Sprague, couldn't quite get there. Here comes the 4 of Compton, catching the 14 of Crawford. With a push from the 23 of Benson, he's going to absolutely blow the door. Never mind, because Benson decided to pull out, so he's not going to blow the doors off that 14 truck. Crawford lucked out this time. Here comes the 11 yet again to the inside. The 59, they're starting to bunch back up now towards the front of the field. At least the top 3, as they're going side by side. That's slowing each other down, and the top side is starting to come in if you can roll it right. Still a little iffy, but it's definitely working a little better than it was before. Some guys now knowing how to use it, as well as the fact that we're having to check up a little more now that the tires are starting to wear out a little bit. Don't have much tire wear now, but still have enough to kind of affect how this track drives, apparently. And Crafton won at Fontana, looking to win another one. He's definitely going to try and stay in a good position here, but a lot of these guys now starting to prefer to roll to top through these corners now, as Crafton's got a great run but nowhere to take it, as the 11 of Starr got to his inside through 1 and 2. Starr's just had too much momentum for Crafton there. Now Crafton clears him with a push on that 14 truck down the back straightaway. Crafton right on the rear bumper. He's going to pull out this time by underneath Rick Crawford. Contact down on the apron. He's going to save it. we made it to about the halfway point of this race. Well, I guess we're still coming up on it, but still. Three wide and a 1 and 2. Contact. They're gonna keep it straight. But that got really, really close to being an absolute disaster for Ted Musgrave in the 59 there. As well as everybody who was inside. And bottom lane got more momentum right there. They rolled past the top. The outside trying to rebuild that momentum that they lost from that contact. McCumbee trying to control both lines. Here comes the 2 of Sprague. Right on the back bumper of the 18 of Setzer. Dennis Setzer is going to get his nose underneath the 8 of McCumbee. Pushes that 8 truck up the racetrack, side by side in front of them for P2. As Terry Cook falls back, Crafton down in the apron, contact with the Red Horse truck. Got him turned a little bit sideways. They're going to save it. As the leaders are now going to run into some lap traffic. Justin Marks, he's been fast. Nobody's been able to catch him, but he's also not really pulled away. Is this a strategy move by him, or is he just unable to get that big of a gap? Because these guys are staying like relatively close to the back bumper of that 9 truck, just not catching him. The field slowly but surely catches, well actually pretty quickly, catches the 66 and the 54. That's Benny Gordon 66, Brian Sockwell 54. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. But I guess it was time for us to check in on the midfield battles. They're all bunched up all over the place here. Marks continues to lead. Look at how bunched up they are for second. They got spread out, but they found their way back to each other after a handful of laps. Look at this huge gaggle of trucks at the front of the field. We really are pack racing like it's Daytona or Talladega with this banking contact. Crafton got sent into the middle of the 3 wide. He's actually going to make it work. Don't think he meant to make that move, but it paid off for him as he gets by the 51 of Kyle Busch. Busch running basically full time in all 3 series this season. Driving that 51 truck here, the 18 in the Grand National Series, and now the 18 in the MG Cup Series as well for his new team, Joe Gibbs. Here comes Ron Hornaday Jr., last season's champion, the defending MG Truck Series champion. Hornaday up to P2, trying to chase down Justin Marks. Can he try his hand at it? He's gotten pretty far out ahead now and has a huge run through 1 and 2. Coming off of turn number 2 now, down the back straightaway yet again. The top 2 have broken away from the field. Hornaday has broken away from that big gaggle of trucks to try and run down our leader, Justin Marks. Further back though, they're still right on top of each other, nose to tail. Here comes Crafton to the inside. He's got a push from Kyle Busch, who's going to follow him through third and fourth for those 2 trucks. As Setzer falls way back, couldn't keep his momentum up. Got really tight entering the corner, and now falls way, way back, losing about 1 or 2 more spots here. And may even lose more. Something's wrong with that 18 truck. He is not quite as fast as he was earlier on. Here comes the 4 of Taylor Mawsum, getting a push from the 30 of Todd Bodine. This really stalled the momentum of the outside lane. Setzer now gets back down in line. And it looks like whatever the issue was, it was only on the outside of the racetrack. It looks like the outside just wasn't working for him anymore. He had to hop back in line and try and rebuild some momentum. That's exactly what he did. And now he's on the back bumper of Terry Cook yet again. Look at Eric Darnell and that momentum he has through 1 and 2. He had a huge run underneath Matt Crafton. Side by side down the back straightaway. Crafton trying to defend. Darnell is going to get the spot. Or will he? Crafton able to hang tough on the outside, but has no draft help. Darnell is going to get a push from the 8 of McCumbee. There goes McCumbee to his back bumper, and now he's going to clear Crafton heading down into 1 and 2. Kyle Busch now. He's going to try his hand at... Wait a minute. Hornaday is all the way outside of the top 10. I didn't even notice that. But Busch now going to try his hand at catching that 9 truck, and he may have an advantage, because there goes the 9 catching the 54 of Brian Sockwell. Sockwell pulls high to stay out of the way of the leaders. But that allowed for Kyle Busch to close the gap tremendously there, and now more trucks coming on by. Oh boy, another big checkup. Here comes the 30 of Bodine underneath. 3 wide, down the back straightaway. Back down to double file, back up to 3 wide. Truck's aggressively trying to get past this 54. And now Dennis Setzer, where's he gonna go? To 54, he's wearing out the rear bumper of Sockwell's truck right now. As the caution is out. First time today, caution flag is out. What happened to bring out the caution? Are they wrecking under yellow? They are. Oh man, Brian Scott. It's running inside the top 20 and just 3 wide and... Oh. Squeeze together. Poor Dennis Setzer. Ron Hornaday. I'm not sure what was going on there. Maybe they just didn't realize they were still 3. It's a really bad mistake from all 3 of them there. But it looks like the caution may have been for debris, so we're gonna just jump back into it here and hope for the best. Here we go. Doubling back up. Or it may have been for Chrissy Wallace. She's sitting on pit road right now. The lights are down on the pace truck. We're back double file. Getting ready to kick things back off for a quick 9-lap shootout. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Kyle Busch got a great jump on the high side. But Justin Marks has a good push on the inside. Eric Darnell, what's he going to do? Can he pull out and make the move? No, doesn't do it. Back up the speed. Justin Marks clears the outside. Darnell has a push from Crawford. Down the back straightaway. Can he keep his nose to the inside? Yes, he does. Eric Darnell underneath the 9 of Marks. Can we see a new leader for the first time today? Looks like we will. Eric Darnell in the 99 truck takes the lead away from that 9. Roush out in front with Darnell. A push from the 14 of Crawford. Big time stacking up behind. The rest of the field works their way through. Crawford in the second. Here comes the 4 of Compton. The 88 of Crafton. Here comes Rick Crawford looking to the inside. Crawford going for the lead and potentially the win late in the going here. Look at how most of the field is now bunched back up as Crawford now running away with it. Side by side behind him, the 99. Can he get a good push from that 9 truck down the back straightaway? I don't care who wins this thing as long as it isn't Rick Crawford. I do not want him winning on my channel. Down into 1 and 2 yet again. Darnell trying to stay in the draft of that 14 truck, trying to block the lanes to the best visibility, and he's going to get a huge run through 1 and 2 yet again. Through 3 and 4, the 99 truck catching that 14 truck extremely quickly off of turn number 4, pulls back to the inside. Eric Darnell going for the race lead yet again. Darnell, Crawford, side by side. Darnell is gonna try to keep that nose out in front. Crawford has the momentum down the back straightaway. But that top line being kind of iffy. Got it to stick this time by. Darnell on the inside. Wants to keep the lead to the best of his ability. And now Crawford's got to push from the 9. Darnell's got to push from the 4. They're still dead even through 1 and 2 yet again. This is bunching up the entire field. Everybody is stacked up behind the top 2 men side by side for the race lead. That's holding everybody up. Crawford now trying to jump down in front of Darnell. And he does it. He clears that 99 truck, but Darnell is going to keep his foot in it and try to get back underneath. Can't quite, but it does have the push. Now Crawford moves back up to block the 9. Darnell got the run he needed back underneath the 14 truck. I just heard somebody's tire squealing, and Val Wolf is blowing up here from Las Vegas. That's going to bring out the caution. Late race restart here from Las Vegas. Eric Darnell back to the inside. Can he win the race back to the caution flag? Side by side, it's going to be Rick Crawford leading us back to the caution flag. But we're going to have to extend the race. Val Wolf not going to make it back around the pit road. That truck blew up. She brings it to a stop down the back straightaway. And what a blessing in disguise. It's now Eric Darnell. Seems to have an issue with his truck going for the race lead. Oh no, not our knight in shining armor, our hero, Eric Darnell, or maybe he's just waiting on the 14 truck. Okay, thank goodness, Darnell. I thought he was pulling off the racetrack due to a mechanical failure, but we're still good. We're gonna have one late race restart, hopefully one, maybe more, to end things off here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Eric Darnell, Rick Crawford, the 4 truck of Stacy Compton, Justin Marks. Anybody, please beat that 14 truck. Here we go. Lights are down on the pace car. He makes that hard left turn on the pit road. We're getting ready to kick things off yet again. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again here from Las Vegas. Crawford on the inside has a great push from Stacy Compton. That's going to push him out in front to the race lead. But Compton makes the same mistake Marks did. Doesn't protect the bottom. Compton with a huge push from Crafton. Stacy Compton goes to the inside. Matt Crafton pushing him past, and Stacy Compton clears the 14 of Rick Crawford as he comes to the white flag. 1 lap to go here from Las Vegas. Crafton now trying to make a move. He tried to go high. Compton blocked it, and now side by side behind him. Here's the 30 of Top 09 for P2. Moves up to get the push from Crafton, but is it too little, too late? That 4 truck way out in front. Here comes Chad McCumbee on the inside. Stacy Compton running away with it as we head through 3 and 4 for the final time. Stacy Compton is an MG Truck Series winner. What a race, what a finish here from Las Vegas. That is gonna do it. Wow. Stacy Compton steals one from Vegas. That's gonna do it. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time. And until then, peace.